The Lincoln Penny series has been in circulation for well over 100 years at this point, first being introduced in 1909. Through those years, it has featured numerous reverse designs and has even been struck on no less than 3 different compositions. And as you can imagine, over that time, a number of errors and varieties have managed to sneak their way into the system. These include repunchment marks, overmint marks, wrong planchet errors, and so on. In this presentation though, I'll take a look at the top 10 double die varieties that exist for the Lincoln Penny series. We'll get things moving with the 1936 double die obverse wheat cent in the number 10 position. While there are several die pairs known resulting in a few subtypes for this date, doubling can be seen fairly consistently in the date and in the word liberty and in God we trust. A variety that remains ever popular, good quality coins are almost without exception of interest at auctions. In 2018, a coin graded by PCGS at MS65 Red was sold at auction for $8,400. Then in the number 9 position we find a more modern penny in the 1984 double die obverse memorial cent. This coin was discovered almost immediately after its release due to the clear doubling, which is plainly visible to the naked eye on Lincoln's ear. The earlobe and part of the ear is clearly doubled towards the southwest. Upon closer examination, doubling can also be identified to the beard and on Lincoln's bow tie. A very elegant example of class 4 or offset hub doubling, this coin is regularly seen selling for several $100s each. And one brilliant example graded by PCGS at MS68 Red managed to fetch $3,910 at auction. Then we move on to a coin that is perennially popular with variety collectors. Produced during a boom year for the US Mint when production numbers spiked up drastically, the 1917 double die obverse Lincoln Penny is an example of pivoted hub doubling or class 5 doubling. Doubling is seen on the date, the words "In God We Trust," and to a lesser degree on Lincoln's eye and hair as well. An extremely popular variety that can sell for hundreds, even in the lowest of grades. In 2011, this MS66 Red coin graded by PCGS sold at auction for $27,600. But the auction record belongs to a coin of the same grade, sold in 2007 for an unbelievable $48,300. From there, we see the 1995 double die obverse Lincoln Penny in the number 7 position on this list. Another example of class 5 or pivoted hub doubling, only in this coin the pivot point occurred closer to the date. As a result, the doubling is visible in the word liberty and on "In God" of "In God We Trust." While this variety is available in sufficient quantities, the coins in the so-called super grades do draw considerable attention from registry set owners. In 2017, an MS69 Red example in a 30th anniversary PCGS slab managed to raise $5,052 at auction. Now the next coin is easily the rarest variety in the entire Lincoln Penny series, and one of the great numismatic scarcities of the 20th century to boot, the 1958 double die obverse Lincoln cent. Another example of pivoted hub doubling with ball doubling clearly visible to the naked eye. The words liberty is doubled entirely and the words "In God We Trust" is also clearly doubled. Only 2 to 3 examples of this coin are thought to exist, and these are known to have been sold via private treaty for well in excess of $100,000 each in the past. And so with that, we reach the halfway point on this list and we discover the 1983 Doubled Die Reverse Memorial Cent. This coin is hands down the strongest Doubled Die Reverse variety in the entire Lincoln series, the result of a Class 4 or vertically offset hub doubling. Doubling is clearly visible on virtually all of the reverse design elements, including the motto, the denomination, the words United States of America, and even parts of the memorial building itself. Considered as a key variety for the series, an MS68 Red graded coin from this type was sold in 2017 for $7,050. From there, we move on to the 1972 Doubled Die Obverse Lincoln Penny. The coin on display here is the strongest of no less than 9 sub-varieties that exist for the date. The Class 1 or rotated hub doubling here resulted in a very attractive and obvious doubling to the date, as well as all of the obverse lettering, with even some doubling found on Lincoln's portrait itself. Always a sought-after coin, an MS67 Plus Red graded example from PCGS was sold in 2018 for $9,600 at auction. The 1970s large date Doubled Die Obverse Lincoln Penny is in my book a criminally underrated variety, exceedingly scarce and deserving of far greater attention than it receives, displaying very attractive Class 4 or pivoted hub doubling, where the date has some minor doubling as well, especially to the 0 of 1970. But the words Liberty and In God We Trust are doubled far more clearly. In 2017, a PCGS graded example of this coin with a grade of MS65 Red from PCGS was sold at auction for $9,987. Second place is proudly held by the 1969 Doubled Die Obverse Penny, easily the second most sought after and one of the most famous varieties in the entire series. There are less than 100 examples known to exist. Clear doubling is visible on the words Liberty, as well as In God We Trust. Very distinctive doubling is also seen to the date as well. In 2008, a coin discovered by a coin roll hunter and authenticated by PCGS with a grade of MS64 Red was sold at auction for $126,500. And then, as if there was any doubt, the top position on this list has to be held by the 1955 Doubled Die Obverse Wheatear Penny, not only the strongest example of Class 1 or rotated hub doubling, but also the boldest Doubled Die variety in the entire Lincoln series by far. Doubling can be seen, well, everywhere, including the date, the word Liberty, In God We Trust, as well as Lincoln's effigy in places. In 2016, a PCGS graded coin of this type, labeled as MS65 Red, was sold at auction for $37,600. Which of the Lincoln Penny double dies is your favorite, and do you have any of these coins in your collection? Tell me all about it in the comment section below. This has been a World Numismatic News special presentation taking a look at the top 10 Doubled Die Lincoln Penny varieties. Remember to stay subscribed to WNN and activate notifications as well to be notified when new videos are released. For the World Numismatic News, I am Numisman saying thank you for watching. Keep collecting and have a great day.